to your mat, find yourself in a comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Sometimes when I find my way to my mat, I feel like I've been like in the laundry dryer and I'm all shaken up from everything that I've been thinking about and working on, and just take this time, let everything just settle. Listen to your breath. Let's start our week by breathing together. Place a hand over your belly. You can let your other hand just rest gently on your knee, or you could rest that hand up on your chest. And we'll try to take breaths that come from the lower part of our abdomen rather than from the chest. So aiming to feel the hand that is on your belly button or lower, that hand should be moving with your inhale and exhale. So without trying to pace your breath just yet, take a couple breaths, just feeling your belly. Drop everything else that is on your mind. Prepare your body to move. Prepare yourself to use your breath as your source of power and stability. So to do that, we need to draw a deep, steady breath in and a deep, steady breath out. Take a breath in through your nose. Keep your mouth closed. Exhale through your mouth, relaxing your jaw. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out, drawing your belly button in, keeping your mouth closed. Take your inhale, blow up your belly like a balloon. Take your exhale, push your hand in, pushing the air out. Keep your lips together. 3 more like that. Inhale, blow up your belly. Exhale, draw in your abs, pushing the air out. Can you expand and contract just a degree more? Inhale. Exhale. One more, letting that exhale make space for something new this season. Inhale. Exhale. All the air goes out. Release your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands together to heart center. The first of the limbs of yoga that we'll talk about today is non-harming. So today our intention is to think about how we can shift our thoughts from feeling anything negative towards ourselves or towards someone else to one of acceptance, non-harming. So I invite you to let that rest on you today as we move. Take a big breath in, release your hands. On your exhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands behind your back, clasp your hands, stretch your shoulders together. Maybe you need to move your neck around a little bit. All right, anybody feeling a little stiff today? Yeah. Mondays, yeah. All right, I think that the moving is what we need to do, guys. So let's start in our child's pose. Use your props as you need to support your head or under your hips. Dropping your hips back towards your heels. Relaxing your head towards the mat. I'm going to pick up our pace today, guys, a little bit at a time, and we're going to repeat some of our sequences, and I want you to just let everything go this morning, this afternoon. Focus on your breath. Focus on being present in this moment. So closing your eyes, walk your fingertips forward so you're reaching long through your arms, keeping your head down, pressing your hips back towards your heels. Good, you can put a block underneath your head if you need to. Here for one more breath. Exhale up to your tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders, 3 cat-cows, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, pull your belly button into spine, push the mat away, tuck your chin, arch your back. With breath, you guys drop your belly, inhale, look up. Exhale, squeeze in and push your back up into the sky. Good, Susan. Strong arms, all 10 fingers on the mat, drop your belly, inhale, look up. Exhale, you can breathe a lot. Arch your back. One more right here. Feel the tips of all 10 fingers pressing into the mat. Inhale, look up. Your elbows are straight. Your hips are wide. Exhale, arch your back. Drop your belly to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. We're in high plank. If you need to modify your high plank, let's take one knee down and keep one leg up. So we're working on that lengthening. Good, Terry. Strong arms. All right, right out of the gate here. Big breath in. Slowly push back to your downward facing dog. Slowly, slowly. Your arms are straight. They just move. And maybe you want to walk your feet in a little bit once you get there. So now you can press your heels more towards the floor. Soften your knees as you need to. Let your head hang. Good. Anytime your down dog is too much, soften your knees more. If needed, drop those knees all the way to the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale again, tippy toes. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Find yourself in a big forward fold. Put your hands on something. So on the block in front of you, on the backs of your legs, or if your hands reach the floor, bend your knees enough that you can get good grounding through your hands to the floor. Let the crown of your head drop down towards the floor. So pulling your chin gently towards your chest, letting everything that is not positive just flow out of your head here, making space for you to fill up with something new. Lift your toes and then lay them back down on the mat. Pushing the weight into the outer arches of your feet, drive through your heels, belly in tight, stand all the way up. Pull your belly in, reach your arms all the way up. Inhale, exhale, take a big forward fold, pushing your tailbone back. We'll do that 3 times, connect with breath. I want you to feel the power of your rooting through your feet. Inhale, stand up, squeeze your glutes, inhale, and reach your arms up. Gaze comes up. Exhale, hands through heart center, push your tailbone back, forward fold. Exaggerate that movement, friends. Inhale, sweep your arms, rise all the way up, strong through your feet, root down, maybe look up and back. Exhale, hands through heart center, belly in so tight, forward fold. Last one, inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, reset, bring your hands to heart center. Toe heel your feet closer together. Squeeze your glutes in, stand up really tall. All right, friends, we're gonna go through what's called our vinyasa. This is Sun Salutation A. I'm gonna take us through at a pretty steady pace. You go at the pace that you can, moving as you can, all right? Keeping your breath aligned with your movement. Your job is to not get frustrated, but to just stay in the movement, letting your body move, all right? Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, put your hands to the fronts of your legs, flat back. Good, like you're resting something on your back. Perfect. Soften your knees, fold. Step back to your high plank or your modified high plank. Even if you're modified, scoot your toes back so that you're making yourself as straight as you can, like a board. Push through all 10 fingers and puff up through your shoulders. Squeeze your kneecaps in tight. Great form, Susan. Breathe in. Good. Push off your toes so your whole body shifts forward. Even if you're modified, you can push your chest forward. Hug your elbows in. Lower down slowly all the way down to the mat. Relax the tops of your feet on the mat. Keep your hands right where they are. Lift your chest just a little bit. We'll start with just a little cobra here. Squeezing your elbows in tight to the sides of your body. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Everybody belly strong. Push back up through your hands and knees or all the way straight up, high plank. And back to your downward facing dog. Sigh it out here. Breathe in, breathe out. Your modification as we go through that is to use your knees, but always we're hugging our elbows in tight. So that straight line, really listen to those cues. All right, breathe in. Good work. Breathe out, toes to touch. Take a walk to the top of your mat. Forward fold. When I walk us through, if anytime you need to take a child's pose, take a break, you can stay down there on your knees. Push through your feet, inhale, reach all the way up. Reach through your fingertips, exhale, hands through heart center, fold all the way down. Breathe in, find your flat back. Open your eyes, set your gaze, pull your shoulders together. Keep your belly button engaged like it's drawing in towards your spine as you soften your knees and fold. Through your hands and knees, if you need to, or step all the way back, high plank. Take as much time as you need to get there to your high plank or your modified high plank. If it's a bit of a struggle to get back to your high plank, you could also put a block underneath each hand. Linda, you are rocking that. Good work. All right, hugging those elbows in, whether you're modified or not. Squeeze your belly in tight, shift forward, pushing your neck forward and your shoulders back. Now lower slowly all the way down. Good, hug those elbows in so tight, all the way to the mat. Good work. Relax your feet on the mat. Push through your hands. Maybe this time you can lift your chest just a little bit more. We'll have opportunities to keep going. So just lift for a little lifting. Beautiful. Exhale, lower all the way down. Go back through your child's pose to your downward dog or tuck your toes. Push all the way up, high plank, and back to your downward facing dog. So from our low belly, we can go to hands and knees, child's pose, and then to down dog or straight up and back. We're all in downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. We have one more of those. Breathe in, breathe out. Option to bend your knees, look forward, belly tight, and take a little hop towards the top of the mat or walk your feet to your hands. Stand all the way up, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Breathe in, find your flat back. Belly tight. Let's really connect our breath and be in these four corners of your mat. Exhale, soften everything, fold. Step back, high plank, or your modified high plank. Open your eyes and instead of looking down and back, look forward and puff up through your ribs and your shoulders as much as you can. Keeping your belly low. Good. Breathe here. Strong. Good, Chris. Excellent job. Let's lower all the way down. Hug your elbows in tight. Slow. All the way down. Relax your feet. Keep your hands where they are. Inhale, lift your chest. Maybe straightening your arms a bit more. Exhale, lower all the way down. Go back through your child's pose to your downward dog, or tuck your toes, hug those elbows in tight, push straight up, high plank. That's it. Good, Marco. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. 2 breaths here. Take a break if you need it, getting off your wrists. Toes to touch, walk to your hands or bend your knees. Think of shifting your weight forward, take a little hop. Everybody bend your knees a lot, pushing your booty back. The weight is in your heels so much that you can easily reach your ankles with your hands, maybe even the floor. Good, now keeping those legs right where they are, start to reel up your chest and chair pose, good. If you find that this is challenging, take your feet apart a little bit. You'll have a little bit more stability, all right, in locking in your core. So Linda, that looks good. Good, bringing your shoulders back. Gaze is steady. Arms are reaching. Straight elbows, Heather, reach through those arms. Good, straight elbows, there you go. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, fold all the way forward. Breathe into your flat back. All right, we're starting what's called Sun Salutation B. So we're adding on with the legs. Put your hands on the mat, step back to your high plank or your modified. Steady here. If the planks are too much for you, you can skip it and go right to the downward facing dog or a child's pose. Breathe in, push forward with your chest, hug those elbows in, lower down all the way to the mat. Relax your feet, scoot your hands back just a little bit. Let's go lifting our chest. Some of you may want to stay here with Cobra. Some of you may be ready. Lift all the way up, straight arms. Good, pushing through the tops of your feet, upward dog. Good, Susan. Breathe in and lead with your tailbone. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Breathe. All right, here's our one leg dog. Option 1 is drop your left knee. Just practice lifting the one leg with straight arms. Option 2, from your downward dog, keep your left foot on the floor. Take your right leg straight up. Press your left heel down and square your hips. Let your arms support you here. So I've got straight arms, pressing through my fingers, lifting my right leg more than I want to. Good, Terry. Breathe in. Now squeeze your knee to your nose. Even if you're on your left knee, squeeze your right knee towards your nose. Hold this. Breathe in. Good, Linda. Excellent. Heather, breathe. Everybody find your right foot to the floor by your right hand. If you're on your left knee, you can stay there. If you have your foot lifted, drop your back heel, rise up for your warrior 1. All right, Heather, I'm surprised you're not taking off a layer yet. There she goes. All right. Right? It's amazing that internal heat that starts to happen, yeah? Right, Michaela?
Yeah.
All right, arms up, friends. Here we are. Good. Anytime the shoulders are too much, you can bring your hands right here to heart center. Give your shoulders a break. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, open to your warrior 2. So I'm turning my hips now, facing this side, letting my back foot, that left leg, be parallel to the mat and my front foot facing directly forward. So my knee tracks right towards my toes. Take your hands out. Turn your gaze to your right fingers. Squeeze your booty under as you squeeze through here. Steady breath. Internalize this idea to not be harmful anymore. A lot of people aren't harmful per se to others, but we do a lot of damage with self-talk to ourselves. Or sometimes we do this passive-aggressive thing that we maybe don't intentionally do because we don't want to really say how we feel, and that is harmful. You are strong enough to be truthful, so reach through your hands, drop into your right knee. Excellent job. Drop your left hand to your thigh. Reach your right hand up. If you can go further, go ahead, reverse your warrior. Reach really long with your right hand. Good work. Let's use the core for stability as you take yourself back down to the mat. You can go through your left knee, going back to your hands and knees, or here's the one leg down dog. So you're on your left foot with your right leg high, or on your left knee with your right leg high. Perfect. Good. Good work, guys. Everybody, right foot down. We'll get a break in a moment. Breathe in. If you're on your knees, take your left leg up. If you're in your down dog, put your right heel down, pick up your left foot. Everyone, press through your left heel and lift. Straight, strong arms. Very good. Breathe, lift your left heel as much as you can. Now squeeze your left knee in towards your nose. If you're on your right knee, you can still squeeze your left knee in. If you're in your down dog, let your body shift forward. Breathe. Good. Everyone, find your left foot to the floor. If you want to rise up from your knees, we're meeting in warrior one. Otherwise, you can just stay in your low lunge with your left foot forward. Good. Back heel is down. Take your left foot a little bit more to the left edge of your mat. That's going to give you more stability, and think about pulling this right hip forward. Hands at heart center or sweeping up, keeping your shoulders down, hugging your core in. Breathe. Set your gaze, reach through your fingers. Move on your exhale. Take a breath in and then open to your warrior two on your exhale, transitioning your back foot parallel. Letting your hips face the side. Bend your left knee. And take up some space. Move your feet apart so that you have to reach. Good. That's it. This is a warrior pose, right? So we're not timid about it. Like step into it fully here. Strong through your shoulders. Reach through your fingers. Set your gaze over the middle fingernail on your left hand. Close your mouth. Take a couple powerful, strong, deep breaths. I want you to feel your left inner thigh working. I want you to feel like you're perfectly balanced between your 2 feet. Excellent. Drop your right hand to your waist or your thigh. Reach your left arm straight up. Maybe some of you are ready to go deeper, reversing your warrior more, reaching that left arm towards the right. Squeeze your glutes for stability as you come back up. And then take yourself back down to the mat. You can drop your right knee or pivot, sweep your left foot up and back. Here's your practice on your one leg down dog, pointing through your left foot. Or you could have both knees down, breathe in. Good work. Everybody, both feet on the floor, both knees on the floor, rest. Drop into your child's pose, take a rest. If you want to get the weight off your wrists and your shoulders completely, take your hands and reach them just back gently for your heels, or resting with your palms up, down along your sides. If your head doesn't meet the floor, make a little stack with your fists or grab a pillow or a blanket or something and support your head so that you can have some softness here underneath your head. Stay here and breathe. Close your eyes. Feel your heart beating. Have gratitude for that. So simple that your heart is beating, that when your muscles need more blood, more oxygen to do the job of holding you up, of moving, that your heart will beat faster to help your body meet that demand. And there's nothing you had to do except move. So fill yourself with gratitude for this vehicle that you are given to serve your life's purpose, your body. Breathe in, breathe out. Gently make your way back up to your hands and knees. Shift your hips a little bit side to side. Back and forth. Are we feeling warmer now?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're going to do that one more time. That whole thing. All right. It's a practice. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a practice. I shouldn't tell you what we're going to do. I should just be like, surprise. All right, friends. Let's make our way to the top of our mat. You can get there by going from your down dog and practicing that hop, or just stand up. Go to the top of your mat. Find yourself in a forward fold. Take your feet about 1 fist apart. Bend your knees. Let your head hang. So for many people, they have a great idea or a great intention, and they get about this far where we are right now, and then they go, oh gosh, it's kind of hard. I'm going to stop. We're not going to stop, because all the gifts lay on, like, right on that other side of finding your edge. So let it be hard. Let yourself lean in. If you don't feel that it's hard, make it a challenge. That's what our purpose is through this whole last round. I want you to teeter on the edge of what's challenging for you. Stay safe, but let yourself be in the challenge so we can celebrate that at the end. Bend your knees, drop your hips back. Toes are light. Hug your belly and your ribs in towards your center line. Lift your chest. Strong, wide shoulders before you sweep your arms up. So I don't just fling my arms up, hugging my elbows to ears, but I have nice, wide, strong shoulders. Straight elbows reaching through your pinky finger, gaze is direct and straight ahead. Look at something. Put the weight in your heels so you're really working in your legs. This is your chair pose. Good. If this is not your edge, drop your hips down just a couple more inches. Why not? Good. Breathe. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find your flat back. Belly stays in tight. Exhale, soften your knees. Go back to your high plank or modified high plank. Look forward. That's good. Hug everything in, push the mat away, protecting your shoulders. Strong arms. Even if you're modified, push yourself forward a little bit. Hug those elbows in, lower. See if you can catch the halfway point, even if you're on your knees, and then lower all the way down. Scoop your chest forward and up. Cobra or upward dog, lift your chest. Very good. Exhale, lower all the way down. From your hands and knees, go back through your child's pose to down dog, or tuck your toes, belly tight, elbows in, high plank, and then downward dog. Good. If you're gonna be on your hands and knees, you can go ahead and drop your left knee and lift your right leg. If you're gonna stay in your downward dog, keep your left foot solid, lift your right leg up high. Everyone try to straighten your right leg. Good. Lift through your right heel. Press through your hands, whether you're on your knee or in your downward dog. Belly is tight. Squeeze your right knee in. Hug it in. Just for a moment. Yes, you can. Hug it in. Good work. Right foot to the floor. Your left knee can be down, or you can rise all the way up. Meet me in your warrior one. Bend your right knee. Take up the space that you need in your mat. Drop your shoulders, set your gaze. Be right here. Give your body this gift of taking yourself to that edge. Inhale, reach through your fingers. Exhale, open to your warrior two, taking your hands out long, letting your back foot be parallel. Check in with your right knee and make sure it's not caving in, but pushing back towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Make as much space between your earlobes and your shoulders as you can and squeeze your glutes together. Now breathe. Steady, strong breath. Keep your mouth closed. Reverse your warrior. Take your left hand to your hip or to your thigh. Reach your right arm up. Maybe up and over. If you straighten your right arm and lean into your right leg, you'll get a big opening through your right hip. Hug your whole core in for stability. Take yourself back down to the mat. Meet me either on your hands and knees or in your downward facing dog with your right leg high. One more time. Control it. Gently step your right foot down. Shift the weight to that side or to your right knee. If you're on your hands and knees, left leg up. If you're on your right knee, take your left foot up. Good, Linda. Perfect. Beautiful. Lift your left heel no matter where you are. Push through your hands and your shoulders. Lift through your left heel. Breathe. Exhale, squeeze your left knee in. Hug in. Stay in the thing that's hard. It's a practice. Everybody put your left foot on the floor. You can lift your right knee, lift up to warrior one, or stay in that low lunge. Whatever is better for you. Our left foot is forward. Warrior one, hips are facing forward. Good. Breathe in, exhale, open to your warrior two. Settle. Drop your shoulders. Without even having to look, you can push that left knee back towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Good. Breathe in. Move on your exhale. Reverse your warrior. Reach your left arm up. Right hand towards your thigh or waist. Mindful that you're still leaning into your left leg. Very nice, Marco and Michaela. Look up towards your, reach out your upward hand. Breathe. Belly tight, windmill down. Stay with it to the end. If you drop your right knee, take your left leg up in the air, or in your downward dog, take your left leg up in the air. So I'm either here, good, Linda, or lifting. Lift your left heel. Excellent work. Set it down. Drop your knees. Rest. Find your child's pose. Breathe. You did it. You made it to the top. Take a few breaths here. Look at how strong you can be with still being purposeful and slow. Right? If you've ever watched, like, they have these warrior competitions and people are like crazy and they're so aggressive and then it's like this idea that in order to be strong, you have to be like really forceful. Look at how strong you have to be in order to move with persistence. Let's let it all go. Deep breath in, open your mouth, like just breathe out. Good work. Breathe in, exhale. Nice. Before we stretch out, come back up to your hands and knees. Let's swing our left leg back and extend your right leg. So you can drop your weight into your left hand and your hips are facing the long edge of your mat. So I've got my right foot out long beside me. So I went from tabletop and I kind of just swung my leg around and open. Good. And then I've got the weight on my left hand or left hand on a block. Either one would work.
Oh, left hand? Oh, sorry.
Left hand on the floor.
Gotcha.
We'll do the other side, so you'll be there eventually. Good. And right hand up towards the sky. Good. Here we are. Linda, take your left foot a little bit more back so that you have like more stability. So you can open your right hip up more. So instead of here, just swing it back more like you were going to open. There we go. All right, this is step one of your side plank. Look up towards your right hand, reach through your right arm, make this a big stretch through this outer right hip. Really good. Find your stability in your left hand. Optional, lift your right leg, flexing your foot and just lift it up off the floor. Breathe. Notice how you have to really work all the different muscles. You guys are awesome. Right arm is straight up towards the sky, flexing that foot. Breathe. So good, guys. Bring it back down and around. Let's do the other side. So now you're going to swing yourself the other way. Right hand down. Right knee comes behind you, left foot out. Push your right hand down to the floor. Left leg is out. Peel your left arm slowly up towards the sky and open through your shoulder and your hip. And if this foot is in and you're kind of collapsing in your left arm, make that knee facing straight towards the long edge of your mat. And think about like you were reaching a lot through your left shoulder to open all the way through the left side of your body. Turn your gaze up if you can. Breathe. Strong right arm. All 5 fingers on the mat pushing through that arm. Stay here, belly in, or lift strong left foot. Good. Flex through your heel. Breathe. Reach. Awesome. One more inhale. Gently exhale. Bring it back down. Good work, guys. Take your right foot to your right hand. Scoot your left foot back. And meet me in your lizard pose right here. So right foot is forward with the knee bent, left leg back. We're on the downhill. I promise to be nice from here on out. Okay. Good job, you guys. Use your props. So grab the things you have to create some support for your forearms. Drop in here, making your right foot facing directly towards the front of your mat. Good. Remember, you could put something underneath your left knee if you'd like also. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness to this being split apart sensation and allow yourself to soften. Bring yourself to a place where you're not fighting. Right? If you're so busy fighting in the openness, you can't even be open because you're just busy on the fight. Go back to your breath. One more. Good. Walk yourself back up. We're going to make our way to Pigeon on this side. So remember, you can lay down on your back if Pigeon is not good for you and your hips. I'll walk you through that in a moment. If you know that from before or you're not sure, you can lay on your back. Otherwise, walking your left foot across your mat. Drop your right your right knee to your right wrist. And before you fold forward, try to find some length through your spine by tenting your fingers and pushing up. So I'm trying to get really long here, taking shoulders away from ears. Good. Really nice, Chris. And then gently folding forward with your chest. Use that block as a landing pad for your forehead if you'd like, or a pillow under your forearms. Or some of you already put your block underneath your right hip. That's great. If you're on your back and you prefer this, we're on our back. Right leg crossed on top of left. Grab the back of your left thigh. Gently just draw your left thigh towards your chest. We're going to stay here for about 30 seconds. So find a place where you can be settled. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. It takes a lot of courage to show up in person, to share your face, to share your energy, to make the time. Thank you for letting us see you. All right, my pigeons who have chest down towards the floor, start to tent your fingers, lift your chest, come back up. You'll go back to your downward facing dog. My pigeons who are on their back, uncross your legs. Hug your knees into your chest and rock a little bit side to side on your back. So now you're either in downward dog or you're on your back. And if you're in your down dog, pedal out those knees, shaking your head side to side. All right, my friends on the back, you can go ahead and put your right foot on the floor, bending your knee, and cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh, and then hug your right thigh in. My friends in downward facing dog, take your left leg up. We'll go ahead and do pigeon, and then we'll go back and do lizard on this side. So take your left knee to your left wrist if you're in down dog. So I've got my left knee to left wrist. If you're here, tent your fingers, lengthen through your spine. If you're on your back, you have your left ankle crossed on top of your right thigh, pulling your right thigh in. Make some space. I like to try to scoot my back leg back. See, if I'm here, I can just get that back a little bit more. Still keeping that space between the floor and left hip. Lead with the center of your chest as you fold. Use your props, make a space for your head, your forearms. And my friends on the back, if you'd like to try straightening your leg, keeping your left leg crossed, you could straighten out your right leg and point and flex towards the sky. And while we're here, I invite you to take this moment for your daily gratitude practice. What are you thankful for today? What's in your life at this moment that you can acknowledge? There's research that shows that training our mind to be grateful first is one of the best ways to reduce depression and anxiety. And we start to reprogram the way that our perspective works. And it all starts with something so simple as taking a moment every day to intentionally acknowledge what you're thankful for. Isn't that amazing that it's something so simple? Billions of dollars being spent on research, and it's something just so simple can make a difference as well. All right, my friends in Pigeon who are having chest down, you'll go back to your downward facing dog. My friends who are on their back, unwind and rock and roll your way up to a seat. Well, I'll do lizard on this left leg. So from your hands and knees, if you're here, take your left foot forward, scoot your right knee back. From your downward dog, you can sweep your left foot to your left hand and then drop your back knee. Good. You know what's amazing is how your body starts to just move without you having to tell it anymore. Like I can see it in some of you. I say like things like, take your left foot to your left hand, drop your back knee. And a month or more ago, you would have been like, left foot, left hand, knee, right? And now I just see your body just goes there. It just knows what to do, huh? It may not like it, but it knows what to do. All right, we're in lizard here, guys. Forearms could be on the block. Hands could be on the block. Try to relax the tension if you're hugging your shoulders up towards your ears, like tensing up through your neck. Get broad collarbones here. Some of you might be able to drop your forearms to a blanket or to the block or to the floor. And remember, just because we're in a stretchy pose doesn't mean that we're like in a recliner. So it's acceptable to feel like you're being stretched. Your potential lies in that space where you're being stretched. Can you steady your breath? About 3 more breaths here. So use that time and space. Don't rush through it. Allow yourself deep inhale. You've got the control of your exhale. You can slowly start to make your way out. Everybody bring yourself back to your hands and knees. Take a couple more cat-cows here. Maybe circling out your hips in a slow, big circle, dropping your hips back towards your heels. We'll all cross our ankles. That would be mean if I made you do abs right now after all that, right? Lay all the way down on your back. You did enough. Hug your knees into your chest. The second you get on the floor, the creature's trying to climb on top of you, right? All right, and lower your feet all the way down to the mat. Take a big stretch, like a big Y, a big X. Take your feet out wide, arms over your head, big stretch. And then relax your hands down by your sides. Take a couple breaths and settle. Close your eyes. And give yourself this moment of space and appreciation. You did really well. Stay on your back. Let everything soften. Begin each day like it's an opportunity for a new beginning. Gently make your way over to your side and up to a seat. Closing your eyes, letting everything settle here. Let go if it felt challenging, or if you felt frustrated, or if something didn't work for you. Just be incredibly grateful for the opportunity you had today to be healthy and strong enough to try. Bring your hands together, heart center. And together we say namaste to honor the light that we see in one another. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, dear.